Welcome to this edition of Pimp My Ride.
It's not.
Bling.
It's not what it is at all.
I'm Eric Hannett, a retired New Hampshire game warden. I spent my career protecting the resources and I want to continue to do so. My wife Ash and I bought a 1975 sailboat and named her Wild. We are making her our home in order to live a simpler, more sustainable lifestyle. Our goal is to explore this incredible planet and show you the beauty out there worth saving. We hope you'll join the adventure and be part of the change that needs to happen.
No, it's not.
So anyone that's been following from the beginning, thank you. But also you guys know that in December, we had set sail to go south and our boat was really small and we realized that it was too small. So we picked up this new sailboat, which is a 1976 Seafarer 31. And she was in really, really, really rough condition.
Cosmetically.
Yeah.
I mean, it was
a solid boat, but the
the
kids that had it, like, they wrecked it. So it took 8 months, but we finally got her nice again.
It shouldn't have taken 8 months.
It shouldn't have.
But it did.
But you know, working in the winter is hard and
Yep.
whatnot. But yeah, so now she's ready. So we're gonna show you.
Here's that tour we promised.
Yeah. So like we said, she's a 1976 Seafarer 31. She's a sloop racing rig. I don't know how fast we're gonna actually get her going, but
Yeah, we'll see. She's gonna rip.
yeah. We named her Wild because we wanted to keep roots in New Hampshire. So we figured that would be a pretty fitting name for her. Here's the cockpit.
Here she is, in all her glory. Huge upgrade from a last boat, which
Yeah, if you've seen the other
Don't get
videos,
us
you
wrong.
obviously know.
we loved the little hag.
Yeah, we
She was a
did.
great little boat. But this is a huge upgrade. We have an actual wheel, and we have kind of a nav station here. We have a B&G GPS. We have wind instruments. We have an autopilot. Don't know how to use it. I don't think it's quite hooked up right, because I think the guy that owned it before us, that 2 owners ago, I talked to him and he said he never could get it working quite right, so I got to try to figure that out.
So on the little hag, you guys remember if you've seen all of our previous videos, she had a tiller steer, which was not easy. I mean, if it was flat, it was okay.
Yeah.
But when the seas got rough and we were rolling, like pitch rolls and stuff, like that was not...
I mean, it was a lot of fit. You know, not only was it like you had to constantly hold the tiller, you couldn't let go of it because it would just cut to the one direction. But when the seas were a little rough, which we weren't really even in that rough of seas, like it took 2 men and a boy to steer that thing. It was not easy. Like it had all I could do to keep the thing straight.
Yeah,
so.
you can feel just the pressure on the rudder was insane trying to steer it. So Fat Boy Diesel, when he would, on the old boat, he insisted on always running up onto the bow, and he had his life jacket on, and he would always get stuck in between the shrouds and the side of the boat. Like he just couldn't get through, so every single time we'd be in like
The roughest sea.
not nice. Yeah, it was like, he's like, you know what, rough seas, I should go up there because I'm great on my feet. So he would walk up there, and then I'd have to go get him unstuck, which was a balancing act for me also. So that was a good time. But so there's definitely a lot more room now. And then up on the bow, obviously you could see we have a lot more room. It was also like a balancing act to try to go set the anchor, go pull the anchor up, do anything on it, because we had so much stuff piled on the bow. There's no room for anything, but substantially bigger now. All right, time to show you guys the inside. All right, the grand tour is not going to take very long.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
We're showing you every single nook and cranny. Every single.
Should we start with your your junk hole?
Yeah, where else would you start?
All right, so the one part of the boat that I cannot stand is what I've referred to as Eric's junk hole.
AKA junk drawer, basically.
It's basically like his junk drawer, but he just took this whole section of the boat and made it.
It's kind of my workshop. if you will. Which,
I mean, it's got important things like both of our radios.
It's the charging station area slash. I mean, this is going to be cleaned up. Like, this doesn't need to be in there. That's our laundry money. We have to get converted to quadas. And the batteries aren't going to be there, but a lot of the stuff is going to be there.
It's gonna stay like that all the time.
No, it won't. No, it will not.
Anyway,
it's actually probably going to be messier is what it's going to be.
So this section here is supposed to be a bed, a pretty small one. It's the quarter berth. And unfortunately, since we're sailing down to the Bahamas and have to do work on the bigger boat once we get there, it's filled with extra cushions, extra sails, a generator, and then this is our fridge, which is a 12-volt fridge freezer combo. You want to explain that to them?
It's a 12-volt fridge freezer combo. I mean, it can run on 12 volts or 110.
Alright, that was productive. Anyway, so yeah, it's a fridge on one side, freezer on the other. And that's pretty much it. So down here, obviously, our engine is behind those stairs.
Under there.
I need to clean out this section because I don't like, we can't access that if there's a fire.
Yeah. Well, we can access this, which is good. I actually thought about that the other day.
Easy.
This whole thing just lifts up and we can get to there, which is good. At least, like, if it's something really bad, fire or something, I can get to it. But it's not great because I can't, like, a lot of the access that I need is on the side here because there's the bunch of stuff that I could possibly get to.
Yeah, so we're gonna...
So, yeah, we gotta try to figure that out.
Today or tomorrow at some point, we're gonna just reorganize that section there.
We're gonna pull the sail out, right?
Yeah, we're gonna pull the sail out. So, one of the things that's... Well, a couple of the things that are back there. So, unfortunately, we're gonna be selling this boat once the... catamaran is done. So like this drops down and turns into a bed, so there's like an extra cushion for there, and then there's actually another part of the table that folds outward and makes
bigger table,
a bigger table.
Huge. It's way too much.
And we don't need that. We don't even need a table this big, honestly. But since we are selling it, we want to be able to sell it with like all the original stuff. The original, like, so that you could still make the bed here and do all that. So unfortunately we have to bring that stuff with us even though we're not using it, so that's all piled back there.
This is the living room. This is actually the formal dining area.
It's pretty nice.
This is the living room here for living. It's the settee.
Okay, so one thing that has been a lifesaver in terms of space, my best friend was telling me one day that she takes these pillow covers from Amazon and then she fills them with like her kids' old blankets and stuff instead of like buying pillows. I was like, oh, that's a good idea. But instead of doing it with pillows and blankets, we fill it with like our heavy jackets, clothes that we don't, well, actually just kind of all of our clothes. We just roll them up, put them in there.
We don't.
It gets them out of the way, and it creates throw pillows.
We don't really have like a bureau or a dresser or whatever.
Yeah, we don't really have
like
anything.
Closets really, so we have no other place to really put our clothes. So it works real good.
And I basically just like live in a bathing suit, so I don't really have a lot to put away, but it works. Over here, we have the kitchen. We have a little 3-burner gimbaled stove. Well, it's gimbaled when I don't have a bunch of crap shoved under it. Eric built a little spice rack here, and everything's kind of just like balancing on one side, screwed into the other, so that we don't actually screw into the side of the boat because you don't want holes in your boat, obviously. And then here, Eric put this butcher block countertop here, and then I can't get it. That covers the sink, so that there's room for me to actually prep food. And here is the bathroom, toilet, random spear gun, and over here is the sink. Normally I don't have herbs growing in here, but something ate them. So I moved them inside for a little bit. For their own safety. Eric built this shelf because this was all just kind of wasted space. We have a little tiny sink, some storage under there. This is the bathroom slash nursery, I guess. On this wall, we have Njord. And he's the pagan god of seafaring and fishing in the ocean. So
He keeps us safe.
yeah, he keeps us safe. You're supposed to have a picture of him and then do something where you put, like, leave out chocolates and dark beer and stuff at the foot of the ocean, and then the waves come up and you put his picture in and then put it on the boat, and it's supposed to give you safe passage and all that. And he's supposed to keep us safe. So we love Njord.
So good.
So far so good, yeah. He's doing a good job. So in here is our bed.
Where all the magic happens.
Oh my god, I knew you were gonna say that.
Well, I mean, it is magic that you can go to sleep and your body restores itself and heals itself whilst you're sleeping. So yeah, magic happens there. What?
Yeah, so this is our bed. We actually, it's made weird because sleep with our heads here.
Well, that's what we're trying.
We're gonna try to do
We
because
haven't done that yet.
there's more room than that way. But it's hard to make the bed this way and then be able to get into it. So the pillows are all there for now. And then we have my skateboard that I painted. That'll sit here as a headboard so that our pillows and stuff, because we can't, you're supposed to sleep with the door closed. We can't, it's too hot. It's gonna be way too hot in the Bahamas. Like, we need a cross breeze or we're gonna die. So we have a skateboard instead.
I guess we're gonna end this video with us just, you know, saying thanks to everybody. Thanks for following us. Thanks for sticking with us. We've done a lot of boat work over the last 8 months, and I feel like it's kind of been boring and just more boat work and more boat work. But that's what we've been doing, is boat work. So we know we've been trying to, like, the couple videos of showing New Jersey and a couple of videos of different stuff just to try to break it up a little bit. But hopefully the boat work's over for now. For those of you who like boat work, don't worry, because we have more boat work coming on the new boat
In the Bahamas.
But hopefully this, you know, we're gonna have a month or two off. I mean, we're anticipating it taking us about a month to get down to the Bahamas and kind of sorting things out. So, but we'll be starting boat work again. So yeah, so thanks for following, thanks for the support, thanks for watching. And things are going to get a lot better, I promise.
Yeah, we're excited that we were finally able to show you guys the finished boat and what we've been working at for a while. And here's some of the not so fun moments that led up to this point.
Yeah. Sorry for everything. Cold, but it's not moving cold.
Look like Mary Poppins in a rowboat, but it's like a dinghy.
Spoonful of sugar. It's a lot wobblier than I wanted it to be.
I don't know, like, how tight it's supposed to be. Like,
you should be able to pull on it and it won't come out.
we got stain to try to match these composite tow rails that were on there. It was about as close as we could get. Not bad, right? Just kidding. It's day 87. Polishing the boat by hand. No, I'm just kidding. But for real, it's taking, like, literally forever.
So I had a little mishap with the door. So what happened?
I do this every time I wear pants in here. I get stuck on the door. What do you think you're going to be using a lot?
My umbrella.
For what?
In the Bahamas.
Our umbrella sunk. This is Eric's favorite seat. I'm just kidding. I probably shouldn't have said that.
First order of business.
Hello, creepy Peter.
Oh, what?
Alright, I found a pick tool. Might work. Woo!
The start battery. That still doesn't work. Our bungee broke.
So Ricky's running wires. Well, that's what he's supposed to be doing, but really, mostly, he's just talking smack.
Can you hold that right there, I suppose? Whatever you...
Oh my god, grow up, it's fine.
Whatever you do, do not move it. And then boom, you moved it.
Oh.